Viewers, they say every wedding tells a story. Some stories are of love, some of betrayal, and then there are the ones that should never be told at all. This is the story of a bride who danced alone at her wedding, because there was no groom. At least, not one the living could see. The old St. Aldan Chapel stood on the edge of a forgotten English village, abandoned since the late 1800s. Locals whispered it was cursed. No weddings had taken place there for over a century. But one stormy evening, the chapel doors creaked open. Candles flickered to life, though no hands had touched them. And inside, a bride stood at the altar. Her gown shimmered white, though it was yellowed with age. Lace hung in tatters. Her veil draped low, hiding her face. In her hands, she clutched a bouquet of withered roses. There were no guests, no family, no priest, only silence. And yet, faint music began to play. A waltz, the kind you'd hear in a grand ballroom. The bride stepped forward, moving gracefully down the aisle. She was not walking toward a man. She was walking into empty air, smiling beneath her veil. People who lived near the chapel swore they heard it that night. The sound of violin strings echoing across the village, long after midnight. Some even said they saw light through the broken stained glass windows. One man, a night watchman, swore he peeked through the chapel's cracked doors. And what he saw, he never spoke of again without trembling. The bride was dancing. Not alone, but with something unseen. Her arms wrapped around an invisible partner, her gown swaying as though pulled by another's hand. And as she twirled, the veil lifted just enough for him to see her face. She wasn't young. Her skin was pale, rotting, lips blue with decay. Her eyes, empty sockets, black as the grave. Yet she smiled, as though she was the happiest bride alive. When the watchman stumbled backward in horror, the music stopped. The candles went out. And in the silence, a whisper followed him. "Till death do us part." No one knows exactly who she was. Some say the chapel once belonged to a wealthy family, and their daughter was meant to marry a soldier who never returned from war. On the day of her wedding, she waited in that chapel until night fell, and when he never arrived, she hanged herself at the altar. Others claim the groom did arrive, but dead, carried home in a coffin, and the bride insisted the wedding go on, marrying his corpse before ending her own life. Whatever the truth, every year on that date, the same music is said to echo through the chapel. A bride in a decayed gown still twirls gracefully, smiling at her unseen groom. But the villagers warn, if you ever step inside during her dance, she will notice you. She will stop mid-waltz. And she will ask you to take the groom's place. And if you say yes, you will never be seen again. So if you ever hear music from an abandoned chapel, don't go near. Because you might hear the sound of her gown sweeping the floor. You might hear her whisper, asking you to join her. And if you do, she won't ever let you leave. Because some weddings don't end in happily ever after. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to like the video. It helps more people discover it. Make sure to subscribe for more unique horror stories every week. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced something strange at a wedding, an abandoned place, or anywhere eerie? Do you believe in ghost marriages, or are they just legends? Share your thoughts and any personal experiences in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. And of course, if you know someone who loves dark, chilling tales, share this video with them. The more people who hear it, the stronger the legend becomes.